Okay, what's up, people? We have a PSA reveal. These are all mine. It's 52 cards. I think it was an 80s special. What the heck was it? It was 1980 to present. Bulk special. They got it October 23rd, and it's back to me January 20th. So not terrible. A couple months on the specials for the bulk. They just raised the rates again, so I'm only sending in when they have specials, and it's not that great a price. I would love to send more stuff, but just everything is too much money. So nonetheless, let me open it here, and I'll create some room, and I'll move the camera. Okay. So fresh and so clean. Whee! All right. I had one upcharge in this one. It almost fit exactly in one box. I got a few more here. 2 cards. I guess that fits 50. 50 graded normal cards there. And 52. Alright, so let's bring that up here. And here we go. Alright, so first up, I got a Jordan. I got tons of Jordans, so I just kind of occasionally go through and try to find some more to send in that are worth it. This is a nice holographic card from SPX. It's the record breaker insert R1, and it got a 9. I'm not sure on the value, haven't looked into it, but it's just a nice card, and anytime it has a shot at a 9 or 10 on Jordans, pretty much sending them in. I got some old hockey. Some are from sets that I've been working on, and some are rookies that I keep. This is 86 O-Pee-Chee Yzerman, so that's pretty nice. I got a 9. O-Pee-Chee is tough. There's a top little brown showing on the top of there. And I should bring the light down so I can see a little better. But yeah, that's pretty good. So happy with that. We got some 87 Fleer basketball here. I'm always working on the Fleer sets from 86, 87, and 88. Jordan's rookie, second, and third year. And just a nice, short, easy 132 card sets, and I have lots of them. So I'm always sending in, and I have plenty of them raw, so I'm always going through and figuring out what I think might have a shot at least a 9. On the 86 Fleer, I send in stuff usually I can get an 8 on, and some of the rookies, the bigger rookies, I'll send even when they're less. But a couple of nice grades on these. That is the Doc Rivers and Barkley 9s on both of them, so these will instantly go into my 87 Fleer PSA registry set. A little bit of discolor on the Rivers on the back. Barkley looks pretty good. Let's see. Rivers top right corner. So far I'm actually liking what I see simply for agreeing with the grades. You just never know. These actually came from New Jersey. So this is my first batch ever that got graded and sent from New Jersey. That's something new as far as I know that they're doing within the last 6 months, maybe longer. I don't know, not much longer. I'm not sure what's wrong with the Barkley other than maybe a tad off center. That's a really nice 9. Just trying to see what stopped it from a 10. I'm not 100% sure. 10 on the centering. Don't see anything wrong with the corners or the edges. Or anything on the surface. It's a pretty clean card, but I am not going to complain with the 9, obviously. But all right. This was a big one. No, this is not the big one. This was I had the Gretzky rookie in the last batch I just posted to the YouTube channel. This is a reprint, but believe it or not, these actually do have some value. This is the 1998 Topps Blast from the Past Gretzky. I forget what they're selling for, but I know it was worth sending in, but I don't think it was worth sending in if I got an 8 because I would just sell it raw. But obviously a 9 or 10 seem to be worth sending in, but an 8 is probably just going to sell what it would sell for raw, which does have a little bit of white corners, but nonetheless, it's a popular reprint card of the Gretzky rookie. I knew this one didn't have a good grade. You know what? I'm actually going to grab my paper. I don't think I guessed a lot of grades, unfortunately. Sometimes I regret that when they come back. Wow, okay. No, I didn't guess any of these grades, so we don't even need to look. I usually guess a few at least. I knew this one wasn't going to be great. There's a top left corner here that I don't recall being that bent. However, it is a Desert Shield card. I don't have any other ones. These things tend to sell for the registry and for the rareness of them. But I don't recall the top left corner being bent like that. But nonetheless, it's a Randy Tomlin common card from the 91 Topps Desert Shield stamp. All right, some 86 Fleer. They're kind of all over the place, but this is a 7 on the Benjamin. All the corners are kind of touched up here. A little bit of white on at least three of the corners, if not all 4. So that's why that one's a 7. There's some Gretzky's from the same set as that Yzerman, so that's a nice Gretzky there. It's a scoring leader card, number 260, and it is a 9, so pretty nice. Like, anytime you can get those O-Pee-Chee in a 9, they are tough, but they do tend to account for how tough they are with the edges and stuff. The way they printed these tend to have some edge flaring and stuff like that, so that's not too bad for a 9. Bottom left corner a little bit, but I'll take the Gretzky 9 on that one. Same set, but we missed on this one. No clue what I missed just yet. Obviously, it's off center a little bit with some printer mark there, printer mark there. That is clearly a printer mark there, and an off center top to bottom. Printer mark by his name, mark by the mark. In the bottom left corner there. So I guess those are the reasons why that one is a 6. Messier from 86 O-Pee-Chee. This one's a little better. Didn't quite get the 9. This is the Gretzky base card, but I like the 9 on that one, obviously. But bottom right corner a little bit, in the bottom edge on the 86 O-Pee-Chee Gretzky number 3 of the base card. Yeah, it's probably about right. It just depends on how lenient they're going to be on the O-Pee-Chee, but you can see it's a little flared up there, little bottom edges. So we got an 8 on that one. Got a 10 on this one. Nice little 10 for my man from the Steelers. Best blocking receiver ever, Hines Ward. I don't know if I had a 10 or a 9 on my PC, but we'll be keeping Mr. Hines Ward. I keep most of my 10s, really. I got lots of them. So we'll add this one to it. That's the 98 Bowman Chrome number 27. Hines Ward rookie 10. Gotta like that one. Here's another nice 10 from that same time frame. 2001 Upper Deck Pujols. Gem Mint 10. So I'm definitely happy with that. That is pretty cool. Cannot remember where I got the card from, but some collection maybe, I'm not sure. I usually try to write that down too so I know where they're coming from, but that's a nice clean 10 on the Pujols regular Upper Deck rookie card number 295. What are you doing? Go lay down. Sorry, my dog is getting into stuff back here. This is a cool one. Obviously 7, not so great. 8 even would have been cool, but It's an auto on-card Gretzky from 2002 Upper Deck Premier Collections Premier Signature Silver, numbered to 125 out of 125 on the Gretzky. Anytime you get an on-card auto numbered out of the GOAT in most people's minds, or at least second behind Mario, but he is something. So nice card there, nice auto, and that is straight from the Upper Deck packs from Premier Collection. So nice card there. Just wish it would have been slightly higher, but I suppose I can see with a little bit of white on the black down there why it's not an 8 or 9, but it's pretty nice. I mean, it's, you know, there's a couple reasons why it could be a 7. Yeah, I got an 8 on this Jeter. This is the 93 Pinnacle. It is tough with the black border. Also, it's got like, if you're familiar with these cards, the surface is also tough, but it's like a filmy kind of thing. But the black border is the toughest to get all corners and everything, edges, and that's typically where you go wrong on these ones. So now that I'm looking, I wonder if that Tomlin was really bent on the top. Sometimes PSA has these indentations to hold the card in. And it's not the no, that's definitely the card because it's only bent on that side. Oh my God, I did not send it in like that. It's like, look at that. I mean, I told you I was sending it in just because it's a Desert Shield, but I mean, come on. That's like really bent. All right, this is cool. So hard to even say this on camera here, but my dad recently passed away. Anybody that's watching these, you know, knows that my dad has been a big part of my life and our connection with cards, and all these graded cards, I used to send him a video as soon as I got the grades so he knew, or we would open them together, especially if it was vintage stuff, and we would reveal the grades together. So there's definitely some of these that are painful. We also went to the National Card Show for about 20 years in a row. And then even sporadically since then. But this is from the 2009 Upper Deck booth at the National. And they used to give away these packs, and we would get VIP packages, and you would get special cards at the booth or in your package, and they would do some redemptions and different things. And, you know, we have a lot of those we kept over the years, and because this is LeBron, and it looked pretty clean, along with I think I might have sent Jordan and Tiger Woods in as well. But we got a 9 on the LeBron here. Kofi, oh my God, what are you doing? Go lay down. Excuse me. Dog is insane. All right. So that's the LeBron. Give him 10 minutes to do a video. He's gonna get out of here. All right, here's a nice 10 here. This is a red, white, and blue Prism from Joe Burrow's rookie year 2020 Prism red, white, and blue. We got a 10 on the rookie for the Joe Burrow. That is a nice one. Wish he would have gotten a playoffs. He would have been something to watch against these other AFC quarterbacks, but I'll be holding on to that one for a little while, although he really had a big year. I mean, it's just it's a nice rookie to hang on to. I don't think I have any of him in a 10. This, I must have missed something on this one. I have a ton of these, and I tried to pick a nice one out and send it. So I don't know what I missed on this. Let's see if we can find it. But got a 6 on the 89 Hoops All-Star number 21 Jordan. Got a 6. I mean, I must have had to miss something drastic. Usually when you get a 6, there's a bent corner or a crease or something. It drives me crazy when I can't find it, because it's usually not something small. When you get a 6 instead of an 8 or something, it's usually a pretty big reason why. Now there is a scratch maybe down there. That's slightly possible in the bottom right corner, but I don't know if it's on the case. It's probably on the card. That's probably it. Really hard to see here. if I can get it on there. We got two of these. So I sent some O'Neill Cruzes and Tatises and Sotos in last time. Did pretty good with them. They're tough with the black border. Plus, Soto's really hot, so it really didn't matter. I'll probably break even on these. Actually, I'll probably lose the grading fee because these things sell for $20 raw. So I paid that for degrading, so I'm going to be out that, I guess. I needed to get at least a 9 on these. But I wasn't sure because of the black border, and I know they're tough, but I thought they were being a little bit more lenient based on the ones I got back last time. But you can see some white bottom right, you know, a little bit on the edging. It's not going to be anything significant. It's just a tough card. And it depends on the grader, I guess, because I set very similar ones in last time. And that same thing, bottom right, got some white and stuff, so. Oh well, nonetheless, win some, you lose some, right? Urlacher rookie from the Brady year, 2000 Bowman, slightly off center, left to right. And a little bit bottom right corner as well on that one. Both maybe bottom left corner too. Urlacher rookie got an 8, so not so great on that one. This is a dumb card that most people won't understand, but I used to send a lot of common cards from the 80 baseball, 82, 81, 83, 84. There's certain cards that have really low pop, and you would think it wouldn't matter, but because of the PSA registry, there's a lot of people that have registry stats. So if you would get a 10 in this card, it's a couple $100 probably for a common card. So every once in a while I come across a clean one of this card and some other guys, and I'm like, yeah, why not just give it a try? But I got an 8, so that just goes to show you how tough it is, because this is a mint card. And if you come across sets of these and you're looking at this card, you'll see why. It's one of those, there's just certain ones that didn't print well. They were either off center or whatever the case may be, had some markings and stuff. And I'm not even sure why this didn't get a 9, but let's see. A little bit of his name missing on the back. There's some like printer error there. Back looks pretty good other than that. I mean, it's not too shabby, to be honest. I see why. Now the right edge, maybe a right edge has some stuff going on. A little brown on some of that right edge there. But anyway, just wanted to explain to you guys why I have that common card in here. Okay, I definitely missed something on here. It's got to be some scratching on this chrome surface. In fact, I see some. Well, that was on the plastic, so it's not there anymore. Has to be some sort of surface scratching, maybe right there and up there. I imagine that would be the only thing that I would not have seen on this one, because this is an Ariz rookie from 19 Topps Chrome update, and it got a 6, so that's really, really bad, obviously. A nice Griffey insert here that got an 8. I think we were looking for a little better there, but it's a cool card that you don't see too often from 99 Finest Leading Indicators, and it got an 8. Man, they were definitely tough on some of these. I feel like some are good, and then I look at some of these and I'm like, why isn't that a 9? But again, it's like an older card, and sometimes you just have surface stuff that you really can't do anything about. So that's probably what we got on that one. There's at least 3 of those. There's 3 of these. We got a 10 and 2 9s. So they decided to give us a 10, and they found 2 things wrong on the other ones. This is the 18 update rookie debut card, number 285 of Mr. Ohtani. Going to be hard to find the difference. It's like that game at the bar on the machine where you can find the differences in the picture. It's going to be slight. But at least we got 110. But they're all pretty nice cards. It's hard to find, and when graders are on the tougher side, it's hard to find flaws on a 9, especially on a card like this. Like I said, surface scratching is about the only thing I can think of. If I don't see corners or anything, sometimes it's just a scratch that you can't tell if it's on the case or not, but that seems to be the case on both of these. And then we got a 10, so that's nice. We'll be keeping the 10 and selling the 9s if anyone's interested. I have maybe 20 Ohtani 10s that I'm keeping, and then I usually sell the other ones. I think I sent 2 of these. I think there's 2 of these in there, but they might both be 9s. O'Neal Cruz's first Bowman Chrome. He's gonna be big this year, but 9's still pretty good. It's a base card, so definitely looking for 10s. This is another one that gets when it's handled raw and just going through piles and boxes and stuff. You know, it does get the surface scratching on the chrome, but typically these do come back 10s for the most part. I have a bunch of them already, but the centering sometimes is an issue on these. The centering and the surface scratching are usually your concerns on the 16 Bowman Chrome. All right, this is from the National also. It's numbered to 750, and it's A-Rod's rookie upper deck, and it's serial numbered out of 750. So not too many of these out there. The pop's pretty low, but we only got an 8, so it's not fantastic. Obviously, when I sent it in, was hoping he had a better year. He did not, but he's still a Hall of Famer. And I don't know if I'll probably keep this one. I have to see if I have this one. I know I had a couple of these. Me and my dad probably both had one of our own. And I don't know if the other one's graded or raw, but kind of depends, I guess, on what I'm going to do with that one. I don't really like keeping 8s very often. Here's another Ohtani. I got a bunch of these raw. I went through about 10 or 15 of them and found a 9 found a one to get a 9 apparently. So this is the other one from 18 update. A little bit of corners, I guess, white. So that's. Man, these, yeah, you can see the back corners. I think it's the way they make these cases. They make it look like the cards are bent, but I think it's just the case on some of them. All right, I'm going to skip over this one for now because there's 3 of them in there somewhere. 86 Fleer, Terry Cummings, number 20, got an 8. Never really too upset with these and 8s because I have 3 sets. I have one complete set of a 9, and then I have another 2 sets that I'm kind of back and forth on upgrading and adding to. And then I have a raw, maybe a raw set or 2. Best set ever, in my opinion. The best set with the most star rookie cards. This is a really clean Cummings. It's centered nice, and you know, but I can see why it's not a 9. I mean, you got some white showing and stuff, but it is a really clean 8 and a very nice card. Okay, we got some discoloring on the back, so that definitely makes it not a 9. So, but it's a nice card. It'll probably go into the set if I don't already have the Cummings in there. Here's another Benjamin and another 7, so that's disappointing, but it is off center. And a little bit of white there. And it's got a nice big old mark on the back. Not sure why I sent that one in, I guess. It's off center and has that mark, but Benjamin, I think we had one earlier that was a 7 also. Here is a Brady. Obviously hoping to get a 10 on the Brady, but 9's not too bad. 17 Vertex Air Supremacy. It's a really nice card. It's shiny and pretty looking. And a nice picture, nice insert. But didn't quite get the gem mint on that Brady. That's going to be hard to pick up. Sometimes you got to just hope you draw a grader that slaps a lot of 10s on there, because when they're this picky on 9s, it makes it difficult to figure out, you know, what did they see that prevented it from being a gem. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that every card is undergraded. I don't do that. I try to literally analyze each one and determine, you know, what I think. But I'm also doing it fairly quickly, so I don't expect this to be a 10. But then when you look at it for 30 seconds and you don't see anything wrong with it, it's like, well, how picky are they? What are they looking for here? All right, so we got 4 of the same one there. We got, all right, Byron Scott, 87 Fleer, second year card here. This will also go into my 87 set. That's an 8 on that one. Looks like a tad slanted on the centering, and pretty nice for Byron Scott. 8 on that one. Another 86, couple 86 Fleers. We got 8s on both of these. That's Larry Nance and Sedale Threat. Nance and Threat. Again, a lot of these I did send in expecting 8s. Any 9s or higher would have been a bonus. But I definitely have sent most of my better 86 Fleers in, so at this point I'm just sending to get some slabs for some sets. So I didn't really expect a lot of 9s. A lot of what I have is like 60-40 centering, but really clean. So I have a lot of clean cards that are just slightly off center in my raw sets, and I've been trying to pick out a few that might get a 9, but obviously they weren't quite good enough. So Threat and Lance both got 8s. Bernie Kosar, 86 Topps rookie, got an 8 on the Bernie Kosar rookie from 86 Topps for the Brownies. A little bit off center. Decent card. All right. I have a couple of these in a 10. Decided to send another one in raw. Got a 9 on that one. So I'll probably, actually I will be selling this one because I have 2 10s in my PC. So I'll be selling this. This is the Paper Prospects from 14 Bowman. Mookie Betts' first Bowman card with the Red Sox. And it got a 9. No 10 on that. I'm not going to sit here and nitpick on there. We got a 10 on this one, though, and man, is he an animal. He's out of the playoffs now, but a heck of a year after getting switched over from the Titans to a Super Bowl contender team, and he had a monster year, and nobody wants to tackle that dude. That's what I always say when he's playing, because who would want to get in front of that freight train? Derrick Henry, 16 Prestige Base Rookie. So actually, I had this on eBay, and I pulled it off, and it was raw. I think I was selling it for $5 or $10 or something. It might have been a lot of 2, I don't remember. And I was just looking for extra stuff to send in. And I have thousands of cards like that I just sell on eBay that are definitely gradable, and I just don't take the time to do it. So we got a 10, so lucky on that one. Okay, so now I did send 3 of these in. We showed a 9 earlier. We did get one 10. I forgot that I sent 3 in. So we did get a 10, but the hard part is then looking at the 2 9s and trying to figure out why one of them didn't 10. Now I can see immediately the one on the left is off center. Left to right. Not by a lot, but by enough. And typically it's the centering and the surface scratches that's going to prevent you from gemming on the 16 Bowman Chrome cards. But I had a bunch of O'Neal Cruz raw, and I picked out 3, sent them in. We got a 10 and 2 9s. All right, so here we have 3, and I have, I think maybe, I can't remember, I think I bought 20 of these. I bet you they're all 10s. What I wanted to do was send a few in just to see, and that's what happened. So luckily we got all 10s because really they're not going to be worth it anything less. So we got a couple Paul Skeens PSA 10 rookies now in our PC, and maybe we can sell 1 or 2. But that is the Topps Now card from the ERA, 1.96, lowest by a rookie since 1913. So that is long. He had a monster year. And I had to order a few of those trying to get the auto. Of course I didn't, and just decided to send some of the graded ones in. Here's the National set that I was talking about earlier. This is from 2005 actually, so I don't even think that's the same as the LeBron one we showed, but this one is a Tiger Woods, and it got a 9, so just missing the gem there on that Tiger, but that's a pretty card. A nice pose, nice design of the card. This is from the Chicago National that me and my dad were at in 2005. And that is Tiger getting a 9. This is the Upcharge card. I was really happy with this. My dad, if he was with us still, it's been less than a month. He bought a collection off of a friend a couple months back, and this was one of the cards in there, one of the highlights of a really nice collection with a lot of autographs. Actually, that Gretzky auto earlier was in there. But he would be happy knowing that this got a 9, because when we valued it, buying a collection, you can't value it at a 9. You got to value it at raw, and then we got lucky that it's a 9 because it was an upcharge. I think they charged me $50 on the email when they wanted my approval. But that is a beautiful Mario Lemieux rookie from 1985 Topps, and it is dead centered with nice corners. There's a little bit of a fray here, and I remember when I sent that in, I was like, should I try to pull that off? And I was like, nope, I am not doing it. So I'm glad I left it there, and quite honestly, that might be the only flaw on the card. It is just frayed out just a tad. If you can see what I mean there, I didn't want to pull it off because it could have ruined the corner, and I'm glad I didn't because it's a beautiful 9. Clean, flat surface, perfectly dead centered, and a nice picture. And that one will be staying with me. This is from the LeBron set there. So 2009 National Upper Deck Jordan, but it is an 8. So nothing special there other than going to my Jordan set registry. Top corner there and a little bit down there to make it an 8. This one's off center and has some corners, but I don't know. I guess I just sent it in. It was a mini. I didn't know what to do with it. It was a 7. It's also from the National, 2012 National, and it was a special set that you got from Topps, and it's a Gypsy Queen mini, Bryce Harper rookie, and it got a 7. Another Mario. This is a second-year Mario, and it's O-Pee-Chee, but it got a 7. I do have some 8s and 9s on this one. One of them I actually have on eBay because I think I have 9s in my PC, and I might have put an 8 on there. We have sets of these that are raw, and I may add this to the set to put the to replace a raw Mario and put a 7 in there. But all the other ones were pretty good grades on the 86 O-Pee-Chee, but this one dropped to a 7. You can see the same kind of issues going on in the O-Pee-Chee. You have some surface issues and some edges, a little bit off center, but it's typical for O-Pee-Chee. It's just that they kind of didn't really dock the Gretzky's and the Yzerman. That may be a mark on there too. So 7 on that one. And we're going to end it with a card that I have graded and raw. I probably have 20 graded, and I may have 6 to 10 raw left to send in. I never want to send in 20 of the same card. So I sent 4 in of really nice Montanas. We got 3 7s and an 8. So I have a ton of these. I have some 9s. I don't have any 10s. I got 9s, 8s, 7s, 6s. I might have some 5s, and then I got a bunch more raw still to send in. But again, I kind of spread them out. I want different graders grading them. I don't want them comparing them to each other too much. So I sent 4 in, and we got 3 7s and an 8. I don't know if that was the best way to do it or not, but you can see right off the bat, this one's a little faded on the color, and it is left to right off center. 81 Topps, number 216 Joe Montana rookie card. I have trouble selling this card. I just keep it, so I'm going to add it to the other 20 or 30 that I have here. And that color is better on this one for sure, but top to bottom instead of left to right centering on that one. And a little bit of edge, bottom edge too. This one centering is better. Top to bottom tad off, left to right good, color good. Bottom right corner a little bit ding. And back is off center. You can see way off center on the back. These ones centering was pretty good on the back, but this one obviously that hurts on the grade there. And then the 8 is actually off center and has bad corners. I mean, what in the world? Okay, now this disappoints me a little bit, guys. We just got through that whole thing, and I don't understand. These 7s are nicer than the 8, and I'm not joking. Look at these corners. Top left and top right. Okay. Corner ding. And corner ding. Now, it's unlikely I sent it like that. It could have got dinged up from them. I mean, I may have. I don't know. And it's off center, left to right. Centering on the back's good. There's a little black mark there. You could have put a 7 on this and I wouldn't have said anything about it. But it now makes me look at these and say, why is that an 8? But these are 7. Now I can see this one because of the coloring and the off center. But how that one is better than these two, I don't know. Especially this one. I don't know. These corners are way sharper. The color's the same. It's just a little bit of centering. But if I were picking raw, and now, okay, we talked about the back on that one. So If I'm picking raw out of these four, it's this one. But that's just me. Nonetheless, you can't complain. That's the business that we're in with grading. And that's what happens. It's just funny to see that when you send four in, you can compare them. And that's what you hope that they don't do, but they definitely do. They're not supposed to, but they do. Nonetheless, hope you enjoyed the video. Comment if you'd like. I do have 2 more PSA subs that are at PSA currently. Some really cool old school tall basketball and vintage cards. And I will be sending some out when I get time to clean up this mess I have here and start tediously looking at some stuff to send in. But I will get this video up, and make sure you subscribe. It is Sports Cards Every Month on YouTube. Thanks, guys.